Hello, this is Tim Bryce with the National Weather Service in El Paso, Texas. And this is a special weather briefing talking about the impacts from the remnants of Tropical Storm Sergio. This weather briefing was recorded Friday morning, October 12th. Well, some of the rain has already arrived across the area and more is on the way. So, taking a quick look, jumping straight into the impacts, which is what we like to do, moderate to heavy rain will be possible basically from now through Friday afternoon and through Saturday morning. We could see some flash flooding in some of the more sensitive burn scar areas. If you're planning to go out this evening, whether you're going to a football game or a chalk in the block in El Paso or any of the other outdoor activities, plan on getting wet tonight. Just a very good chance of rain across the entire area tonight. And I'll get into some amounts of rain here in a minute. We could see some minor rises along the Gila and the Rio Grande rivers. And of course, in some of the poorly drained areas, we could see some street flooding. Here's what Sergio looked like this morning from the GOES satellite. Actually, when this picture was taken, it was still dark along the west coast, so you can see some of the lights from San Diego and Phoenix shining through the clouds. But Sergio is not very well organized. It's just across the Baja there, getting ready to come into mainland Mexico. But you can see it's already thrown a fair amount of moisture up into the southwest U.S., and that's where we're getting a lot of our rain. And as that actual circulation moves closer towards us, we'll see an increase in that moderate rain and maybe even becoming heavy at times. Here's the official storm track from this morning. You can see it's going to be downgraded to a tropical depression as it makes landfall again on the mainland Mexican coast, and then it rapidly begins to pick up speed so that by tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, or I'm sorry, Saturday tonight at midnight between Friday and Saturday, it's going to be just south of El Paso, and then by tomorrow afternoon, it'll be well to the east of us, moving into the Texas Panhandle. Again, this is the official model track. In there is the black line. You can see different other models, but they're all very concentrated together. So we're pretty sure that this is going to be the track of the storm over the next 24 to 36 hours. We like it when those lines all get close together. They've upgraded us from a marginal to a slight risk of, I should say, heavy rain, which means there is a potential for some flooding today. Not likely to occur because this is a system that doesn't have a lot of lightning, a lot of thunderstorms, so we're not going to get that full inch of rain in 30 minutes. It'll be more like an inch of rain over 6 hours, and the soils can absorb a fair amount of that. So there is some potential for some flooding, just not a real high potential for widespread flash flooding. Here's the official rainfall totals through Sunday a.m. that they're estimating. Anything in that dark blue is approaching is a half inch or greater, and you can see down there in the boot heel of New Mexico, they're pushing up towards almost 2 inches of rain, and you'll see why that is here in a minute. That this will be a recurring theme. Here's some different weather models that we have to look at. They can kind of estimate how much rain they think is falling. So this is the GFS rainfall totals. That's one of our models through Saturday afternoon. You can see anything in the green there is a half inch or more. Again, check out the boot heel. You're pushing into the yellow. So again, that's pushing between 1.5 inches and 2 to 3 inches of rain. So again, favoring right in that corridor from the boot heel to Las Cruces, El Paso, on into Otero County. And this is another model called the NAM model, and you see the same kind of trend. Heaviest rain in the boot heel, and then the nose of heavier rain reaching out towards El Paso and Las Cruces, and then on into Otero County. So the last couple of days we saw that trend. We had one model north, one model south, and now they've kind of finally come together and agreed that the track of the heaviest rain will start in the boot heel, and then it'll get a little bit less, won't be quite as heavy as we move into central southern New Mexico and far west Texas, but still be significant amount of rain. One more model is showing almost the exact same thing. So again, just like on that other, the spaghetti plot where all the lines were close together, when all the models start to agree, we start to get real good confidence. Here's a different way of looking at things. We call this a plume model, and this basically shows you the different amounts of rain that the model is expecting to fall over the next 24 hours or so. And you can see that the minimum it's expecting is 1500ths. The maximum is almost an inch, with that in the middle, that mean as being right at a half an inch. And this is for the El Paso airport. So you can see even right now, with the track of the storm pretty much known, we're still getting a big difference in how much rain is going to fall. But what is being consistent is the time frame. So basically from 6 p.m. on Friday to 6 a.m. on Saturday. So basically overnight hour on Friday, you can see where all those lines start to jump up. That's when we're expecting our heaviest rain, for at least the El Paso area. It'll be a little earlier out west and a little later to the east of us. So we are expecting significant rain tonight. That's why I'm saying if you're going out to a football game or any outdoor activities, expect there to be rain. So here's what the National Weather Service office in El Paso, this is what we're thinking for rainfall through Saturday. Anywhere from a half an inch in Sierra Blanca, in in Hudspeth County, up to almost an inch between El Paso and Las Cruces. Silver City's just under an inch. But then as you get down towards the Boot Hill, remember that's where we were seeing our most impacts, pushing 2 inches of rain. So uncertainties is still timing and duration of the heaviest rain. The track is pretty much known now, so we know that the track is going to give us that heavier rain right through the Boot Heel and then across El Paso, Las Cruces into Otero County. So, but if it varies north-south a little, that could move that swath of heavier rain. Currently, there is a flood watch in effect for the New Mexico Boot Heel, and we could also see other flood advisories and maybe a flash flood warning issued later tonight as the heavier rains move in. But I'm really thinking this is just going to be a kind of a beneficial rain because we're not expecting a lot of lightning, a lot of thunderstorms, more of where we're going to get an inch of rain over 6 hours. So every hour you get like a tenth or a quarter of an inch of rain, and then you do it again and again. Down there in the Boot Hill, we might see some problems where we'll see eight hours of quarter inch of rain, and we could see some flooding issues. But again, going over the impacts, moderate to heavy rain Friday afternoon through Saturday morning. We're already seeing a little bit of that. Flash flooding possible in some of the sensitive burn scar areas. Like I said, going out tonight, expect rain, whether you're at a football game or some outdoor event. We could see some minor rises in on the rivers, and we could see some street flooding in some of the urban areas and poorly drained areas. So continue to monitor the situation. You can check out our Facebook page, Twitter, YouTube. Of course, you're watching this on YouTube. And of course, we have our webpage at weather.gov. Weather.gov/El Paso will get you the latest information. So thanks for joining me and have a good day.